What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I'm actually going to be doing something different. Now I'm going to leave the credit to who gave me this idea to start making videos like this down in the description. You know who you are. He low-key inspired me to do this, so I'm gonna start making loadout videos about like what you could do type crap, you know what I'm saying, like either in Ventures or in the main game, because I've got a lot of hours into it and I think some of the stuff that I do can be helpful for other people. I'll mainly just pick a loadout and then we'll go into a game and I'll show you guys how it works. I think the main thing that I had to come on and talk about though is Blakebeard stash. Y'all remember that a while back they changed it to where now you can only have 8 coconuts and 8 cannonballs, and it kind of does make it seem like it's a nerf, but it's really not, because once you get a kill or something and you get the chest, it starts flowing after that, unless you get unlucky, of course, because these peglets can break pretty quickly. But I'm gonna show y'all some loadouts that you could use to diversify it and make it run for multiple different lanes. Like I'll have like a DPS build specifically for Blakebeard, a base build, because yes, you can actually have a Blakebeard stash with base, and I'm gonna have an ability based Blakebeard stash loadout that you can use as well. And there's another one in there that I'm gonna show you guys that I used during the winter season. I think y'all gonna mess with this. The first one is your stereotypical loadout, something that you would just use for DPS. Now in the league I got Assassin Sarah. You can technically replace her with Paleo Luna, but I don't recommend that. The main reason why is because you actually don't get that much health with this loadout anyway. Even if you're 130 or 144 or whatever, right? You're not gonna get that much health with Paleo Luna, or you're not gonna benefit as much if you don't have the team perk that works with her, which is Blast from the Past. And we're not using 2 Blast from the Past heroes, and we're not using Blast from the Past because we're using Blakebeard. So instead of her, I just went on ahead and replaced her with Assassin Sarah. If you're feeling sick, you can also put in Cloak Shadow, because once you get a kill, it'll put up like a little cloud, and the cloud will kill enemies, and it does a lot of damage. 51 base damage, that's a lot of damage, and that'll benefit you in case you don't have a stash yet. So if it just kills stuff with the shadow stance, then that's a W as well, but it only activates when you're in shadow stance. Same with Assassin Sarah. It just depends on what you want to use and what your strategy is when you're going into it. Or if you got a club you can already use, you could just put in Assassin Sarah. But if you ain't got no club, you can put in Cloak Shadow. I think he works fine. In the support, we're having Going Coconuts, Swap the Deck, and Mateys for the activation of the team perk, and then we got Battle Beat. You need Battle Beat in damn near every loadout, guys. I'm sorry. Like almost in, I think in all of these loadouts actually, she's in here. Like you don't even, like, I'm gonna just keep it a bean with y'all, bro. You don't have 5 spots in your support team, because she is always in there somewhere. She's got to be in here somewhere in your loadout. I'm sorry, you need the extra damage, so she's in here. And then I have Corrosive Strikes. You can technically also replace her with Cloak Shadow as well, but I'm not doing that either. All right, so that's your DPS loadout. Second loadout is base. I think I'm probably gonna use this one in the video though, because I think you guys want to see how this works, right? Because we literally have a base constructor in the lead doing damage. Like, that doesn't even make sense. But low-key, bro, I got base Kyle in the lead. I think he's the best constructor in the game, hands down, besides Demolition is Penny, because he just makes your walls stronger, and you're gonna need that in whatever missions you play, especially if you're playing solo. Like, he makes your walls like 84% stronger. Like, you kind of just need this. Get him with the building booster, you can damn near solo anything in the game, especially with this loadout, bro, because with these coconuts and with the cannonball specifically, you're gonna be able to survive. You're gonna be able to deal a lot of damage, and then you got Rock and Rift that can help with your melees and attack speed. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. For the second constructor, because like I said, Battle Beat is in every loadout. For my second constructor, I got Power Based Nox. Now you can replace him. You can replace him with who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? The Christmas guy. You know, you can put base MD in there if you want to heal. Like, if you want to put like teammates in there in case you're struggling to survive. Personally, I'm against this. I don't think you need this at all. Or if you're feeling sick, you can put in base damage. I don't think you need that either, because yes, your walls are thicker, but in the later zones in Ventures, because you're mainly going to be using this in Ventures, by the way, you're not going to need this base damage. It's not going to do anything for you. So I think you want power modulation so that your walls can heal over time. You don't have to keep looking at them over and over. Even though it's very slow, you could technically put them in lead too, but it just depends what you're feeling. Then we got Dragon Scorch in the lead with Blakebeard Stash, and this is kind of wavy, I'm not gonna lie, because with this one you don't really even need a weapon. You can technically just wait until you get the cannonballs and use the cannonballs along with your Dragon Slash to deal a crazy amount of damage. And in my second ninja in support, I have Assassin Sarah. You can technically replace her with Trailblazer. That's what it is. You could replace her with Tail of the Dragon, so that way you can get like the energized trail. That's okay. Now personally with me, I do use my melee in this build more along with my Dragon Slash compared to cannonballs. So if you're using cannonballs, I think you probably want her in your support rather than Assassin Sarah, because you're going to be using Dragon Slash for your main DPS along with the cannonballs until your cooldown goes down, and then you're going to Dragon Slash again, get some more cannonballs, and yada yada, rinse and repeat. So you could technically replace her with this, but I think I'm alright. I think I'm just going to keep Assassin Sarah because, like I said, I use melees with this. So last loadout I use with Blakebeard is Eternal Wanderer, because she is very good. Like low-key, you could use her to run around mini bosses along with your peg leg and deal insane amounts of damage, like because her cloud gives vulnerability, so you could technically run around the mini boss, and if you got Rock and Rift going on at the same time along with coconuts, you can deal insane damage and kill them very quickly. I'm telling you, like, you can sit down some smashes with this. Then not to mention, she's kind of a mix-up of everybody, because not only does she have Dragon Slash, but she has Kunai Storm and all that stuff, like, so you can use your abilities along with this. For me personally, this is the best build you can get with Blakebeard Stash, because it's like a mix of everything. You got DPS as the forefront, but you also got healing with coconuts, of course, and you can deal even more damage with the cannonballs and stuff. So this, I think, is a mix of everything along with the abilities and stuff. But I think I'm gonna show y'all the base build, because I think that one's the most interesting. You could definitely switch out everybody I have in my loadouts to suit your playstyle. Everything that I have in here is not end all be all. You can play the game how you want to play the game. But anyways, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment what y'all want to see next. I'm not gonna do any other loadouts besides the base that I showed in this video, because the video would be too long. But let me know down in the comment section if y'all want to see the builds that I have in action besides the base one. And let's just get straight into the video.
Lars is standing by to gather storm intel, Commander.
I'm gonna try not to talk y'all ears off while we are watching the gameplay. I'm actually gonna let the gameplay play out for the end of the video, but I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I haven't talked about on the channel concerning Save the World. Now, there are some updates that came out that a lot of people didn't like. There's this new level change, or like how your power level works. Now, originally, I did not cover it on this channel, I'm not gonna lie, mainly because just like the last change that everybody didn't like, which was you being able to trade, and well, you not being able to trade, actually, the lack thereof, right? People didn't like that, and people also didn't like this new level change where pretty much your weapons and the heroes that you have in your loadout, along with your survivors still, they affect your power level, but not research. The research tab is gone entirely. And I think I said something about that in my last video. I was like, you know what I'm saying, when you do your little research tab, you should also be doing, like, you know what I'm saying, expeditions, so you can get your mats and stuff. And yes, I seen it was metal corrosion. Yes, I seen it was metal corrosion. Am I still building out of metal? Yes. Because they're water. Like, they're water, so they're gonna break faster. I'm not expecting the baby husks and the normal husks, you know what I'm saying, to get to my is husk already plural? Is husk already plural? But anyway, I'm gonna just start calling them Husk, even if it's multiple. I'm gonna just start calling them Husk. But yeah, the smaller ones, they're not gonna get to my base, and even if they do, I can just kill them. It's fine. The main thing I'm doing here is I'm just stalling pretty much. I'm not really trying to kill them. I just seen his death pit. Once they get knocked into it, most of the zombies are going to die because they can't get to my base anymore. Like there's no way for them to get back up. So, and I left a part open mainly for us to kill with Blakebeard. But anyway, back to the update stuff. So the update came out and it basically affected power level. A lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people were indifferent at the same time. Research tab is gone, and I talked about it in my last video. I was saying when you do research, you should also do expeditions, but now research is gone. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. To me, it just isn't interesting enough. Like for me, my power level didn't change. I'm still 136, and like I'm doing ventures to get to 145 and 144, whatever it is now, because I think it is still 145, but it's a lot harder to. But here's my thing, okay? I'm sorry, like the update just isn't interesting, but here's my thing: we need another way to get survivor supercharges, because I'm expecting that in the future Epic is going to make the other survivor archetypes way better than what they are right now, because right now the only survivor archetype that is actually beneficial is just trap durability. But that's lame, and it's lame because I like using weapons. I like using melees. I like to shoot what I'm, you know what I'm saying? I like to shoot what I'm seeing. No kill. So if they end up buffing them, then I'm gonna have to play Ventures again. You feel what I'm saying? Even after getting all the survivor superchargers for just the trap durability ones, I want them for all the other type of survivors that I have saved up waiting for that update to come out, because I bet it's coming. They're gonna make them way more useful. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Ugh. So if I'm being honest with y'all, like besides the power level change, the main thing I think y'all need to focus on, Epic, if y'all are watching this video, is we need more ways to get survivor superchargers, because you're giving us one per week, or you get a good bit through Ventures. Ventures is cool, but my thing is Ventures takes an incredible amount of time to do, right? And with the rate that I'm on right now, it would take me like 2 to 3 years. Dead ass. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding. I think I did the calculations. It would take about 2 years and some change, basically 3 years. I can't remember. I think I did the calculations in my last video. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's that much. Like you need that much to be able to do. You see how effective this is? I'm not even kill. I don't have to kill them. Just use the little floor spikes to slow them down a little bit with the ice spikes. I put the ice trap on this side because I didn't think that the other side would get that many husks. And I also did not cover the blimp. Like I didn't cover it because lobbers in this one, they don't really target the objective. I learned that from the person that I'm linking down in the description. Apparently they don't target the objective. They only target you. The only thing you got to worry about is flingers, and I did get a few of them in this wave, but only a few, and I just used Blakebeard to finish them off. And I did put a few for the propanes, but my base is so strong that they couldn't break my walls. But anyway, so I think we just need another way to get survivor superchargers. With the weekly quests that we have, they're just, you get one per week. I think it works with weapon superchargers, but not survivor superchargers, because there's a bunch of different survivor superchargers, like, or there's a bunch of different survivor types. My fault. Like there's a bunch of them, and maybe that will still incentivize people to play Ventures past this point. But Ventures gets, I don't know. It's like, I think Ventures is a good idea. I almost want to say that the rate that we get superchargers is fine because it gets you to play the game, and it's not like there's a pay to win type of way to do it. You just have to play the game, dead ass. So it's like I almost want to criticize it, but I really can't. I think it's that's why I'm hesitating to speak about it. I don't know. I need y'all to tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. Like, do we need more way to get, you know what I'm saying, like survivor superchargers? Like I said, I think it works well with traps and weapon superchargers because there's only a few weapons and a few traps you really want supercharged, and then after that you just have to go out of your way to get the other ones if you want them. Like, that's what it feels like with the weapons and hero superchargers. But survivors, I don't feel that. I feel the urgency to get them all so I can get them all. And yes, you can slap propanes. But anyway, I just feel the urge to get them all. But that was the main thing that was on my mind when the update came out. But it was not enough to make a video on. So I'm gonna just let the rest of the video play out though. I think I've been talking for too long anyway. And all of this is gonna be unedited. I'm not editing this. No.